Do you want to tell the story of how we met?
How we met? Oh, I don't even know how we Oh, wait a second. How we met?
You don't know?
No, I don't even know. Wait a second.
Like, you were like really careful with your phrasing today.
I cannot forgive you.
I didn't say that.
You're a good liar.
I'm shaking a bit.
Do you have to cut this out? Yes, because you're nervous
Nah,
also
it's
because
like-
of the podcast, right? Because
Nobody's
nobody will
gonna
watch
it. Yes, exactly. I'm nervous how the podcast will go, so please like, share, and subscribe.
Today's guest was born and raised in Germany, and his name is Patrick Kropp. He's the type of person who's interested in various different things, always reads or learns about something new, and he's open to new ideas and approaches. And usually when me and him discuss something, it can take hours. Today, he's going to share with us his opinion on German stereotypes. He's also going to talk about his working experience in a multicultural company, and we're also going to get to his student exchange experience in the Czech Republic. Enjoy!
My first question would be, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing great today. Yeah, I mean, basically it's a free day after a hard working week, and now I have, of course, the podcast with you. Yeah, which I'm really excited because, yeah, for me it's a new situation. I like new situations. Yeah, maybe it was not every time like this in my life. Yeah, and yeah. But I'm really critical person, and I think, okay, let's see how it develops. Yeah, maybe the first episode. It's of course cool that I'm the first one. Yeah, but on the other hand, I believe there will be episodes that are, at least from a structural point, or something like this, because everyone develops over time. That will be maybe better. Yeah. So,
do you feel flattered that you're the first guest?
No, not really.
Why have I chosen you then? He doesn't even appreciate it. Oh my god.
Of course, I appreciate it. It was a joke.
Maybe for the record, we should say that like we've been friends for a long time, so these jokes are normal. Okay, so I did some research on German stereotypes, and actually have a lot of fun googling those. Because
I'm curious.
Yeah, because we talked that like the Czech and German culture are quite similar.
Yeah.
And the more I googled, more it turned out to be true, which was really funny.
Yeah, it is.
Because then, because when I searched the German stereotypes, I felt like, what's wrong with them? Like, it sounds almost like
because
my culture as well. The same. Yeah, we are. But actually, the first German stereotype which I found was that from the American perspective is like the German tend to answer the question, "How are you doing?" with more than "I'm fine," which you've just proven to be correct.
Yeah, of course. I mean, because I believe, or at least from my perspective, if it's just like, a starter and you don't really care about how a person is doing, you just say like, "How are you doing?" and you say, "Good. What about you?" "Good." And it's also because I do it work every day, every time, with so many people, like, "How are you doing?" and then you ask a question. I find it personally nonsense, because it's just like you're playing that you care about the people. And to be honest, at my job, I speak with, I don't know, 30 people a day. I cannot care about everyone in that way that I'm really caring about how he or she is. So, I think it's unnecessary then to ask. Of course, it's polite. It's more like an act of politeness. But if I really care about the person, which in case of you, I do, then I expect more than one sentence. Okay, and it's so true. The stereotype is true. Maybe for American, it's a bit different because there is commonly known like as a starter, like hello. Maybe, I don't know, they just write hello, how are you?
There's basically stands just for hello or hi. It doesn't have like they don't even want to know how you're doing. They don't even mean it in that way. But I feel like when German people talk to each other, it's more like they ask the question when they mean it, or they don't ask it at all.
Yeah, I would agree with this.
Question is, if it doesn't differ, if you're speaking German or English, like because like you work in English speaking company, so you talk English to your coworkers.
Yes.
So
yeah,
then
most
you
of
might
them.
use how are you in like the more English way, sort of,
Mhm.
because we learn the English etiquette.
Yeah,
whatever
I know what
that's.
you mean. Yeah,
You know,
yeah, it's
we
like
with
that.
learning English, we learn the English rules as well. But would you say how are you doing in German to someone who's German if you didn't care?
No, I would not. Personally, I would not. Maybe in a company environment,
Okay.
because of course I have also German colleagues, yeah, and it depends, of
Mhm.
course. Because I really want to make a good, I don't know, like a good, how should I say, appearance in general in work. Yeah, of course, it depends on the person. If I know the person, how he behaves or how she behaves, I will amend my action then on their behavior. Yeah, if I know, okay, this is maybe an older lady, yeah, and she really likes if you are polite, then of course I ask, yeah, how are you? If it's a person of my age, I would say maybe hi, what's up, something like this. It strongly depends, but I would say, of course, we can say it differs. Yeah, personal environment, work environment. And the influence of the the English or American attitude in work influence is also there. Yeah, I would say. So I significantly do more, ask more people how they are at work, as I would do in a personal conversation.
What do you think that people think about Germans outside of Germany, or even people who are like expats and they live in Germany and they need the German culture?
I mean, the thing that I'm hearing quite often is that they are always on time, which is definitely not true. Yeah. So it's I
Definitely
really
not,
know
because
it
you're never on time.
yeah. So I am never on time, and I guess my friend Aaron,
Yes.
who was in the exchange semester, yeah, he's also never on time, and it was of course mainly because of him. I have to say.
Yeah.
But
Okay, you're mentioning the exchange. We're gonna get to that, but yeah. So,
okay,
but you're never on time. Are you never on time?
Yeah, not never. I mean, it got better since I'm working. Like since I'm working and have some
Yeah. Okay. True.
responsibility. It got also better in the private part of my life. But in general, I would say, yeah, this is not true. Yeah. So
A lot of people, when they hear the stereotypes of their own country, they will say like, no, I don't fit that stereotype. I don't. But the funny thing is that, like, if you would take technically like 90%, maybe 99% of German
Mhm.
people, and you would compare them to, let's say, some southern country like Spain or Italy, where people have like really different idea of what time means,
yeah,
suddenly
then we would
all
yeah
Germans
then
become punctual. Because what would you say is like the appropriate amount of minutes you can be late to a meeting? What's like sort of
I know
okay, and people will
how
like,
this yeah, I know how this conversation is going now, because like I also know there were so many studies about like this thing about uh, people from Spain, Italy, and the southern Europe countries. Yeah, I would say appropriate time is like 10 minutes late. Yeah, but I know of course for them it's a
yeah.
half an hour late. I would say, or something like this. I would expect.
Well,
I don't really know it by heart, but something like this, half an hour maybe.
I would say even more. So like 10 minutes is all right. Like here it's the same sort of, because like 10 to 15 minutes, because 10 to 15 minutes is one tram, which means
Yeah,
like you missed one tram, and that's acceptable.
yeah,
So like 10 to 15 minutes
yeah.
is like okay.
That's true.
If it's more, then it's like then you miss 2 trams and you're in trouble.
And it's to be honest, it's also annoying for the person who is on time. Yeah, but of course, if everyone is too late, then it's good. Yeah, I wonder like how they adapt in these countries. That like really everyone is always late. Because it's be annoying if you are waiting for 1 hour. Yeah, so yeah, but I guess they learned it somehow. Like some experience
They
in their
have like
life.
they have a really different mindset about it.
Yeah,
They're just like time is flying in like a different
speed.
it's like a different perspective for them.
Yeah.
They just come, and when the partner is not there for the meeting, they just order another coffee.
Yeah,
and they're just like
something
chilling
like
at the
this.
bar, talking to the waitress or to random people in the bar. Which I don't know. Do German people talk to random people in the bar? like at
No,
10
not
a.m. in the morning?
not really, I would say.
Not like a
It's
nightclub, but
yeah, of course in the nightclub it's different, but in general, yeah, it's another culture, like also the time, like the general time where you do something, it's changed. Yeah, for example, what I was experienced when I was in Spain, or in Tenerife, like people there, like they eat for dinner like around 10 p.m. in the evening. And in Germany, like there are really strict families who always eat at 6. Like, okay, it's not normal these days, but I mean latest at 8 you eat in the evening, and then you I don't know, do something else, maybe go work out or just like chilling, and not at 10. It's not normal. Of course it happens, there are also all the time exclusions, but in general I would say it's really not normal.
So what are the correct times you would have like breakfast, lunch and dinner in Germany?
For myself or in general?
You can do both.
I guess in general I would say it's like probably for working people, or like older people. I know it from my grandmother, it's around 7 in the morning, 12 for lunch, and 6 in the evening or late afternoon for dinner. And for me it's like, okay, because I'm figuring out what's the best of the eating behavior. For me, I don't eat at all at the morning, but when I eat something, I will eat something around 9, I would say 9 in the morning. Then I will eat about 1 to 2 in the noon, afternoon, and around 7, 8 in the evening. So I guess I don't know. I know that you have pretty weird sleeping schedule, sometimes. So I don't know how it's for you.
Yes, I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have no idea if it's day or night or what time of the day I'm currently at. But I think we have the timing for the meals basically very similar. And what's the main dish of the day? Is it lunch?
Yeah, I would say for me it's lunch, and I believe for all the people it's also like we had a saying. I guess it's an old saying that breakfast you should eat like a king, but and then like it falls off, and in the evening you basically should not eat like you should eat like a homeless person, like this.
We have something like similar.
Because we have all the things we have similar.
The sayings are similar.
The sayings are really similar. But I guess nowadays even older people, I can just say for my grandparents, for my grandmother, because she's the only one alive for now, but also for the others when they were alive. So they eat, probably lunch the most,
Yeah, that's the same. All right, and then so comparing it to the Scandinavian, exactly Norwegian type of living, the main dish is dinner.
Really?
And they eat bread for lunch, like a sandwich. What do you think about that?
Okay, like about what we eat, I'm probably a really bad example, because I used to eat 2 warm meals, so I don't like bread at all, so I cannot understand this. Okay. I would eat usually I eat a warm meal at lunch, and I changed a bit, because like not really a diet, but just I want to lose a bit of weight, and that's why I started to not like eat warm two times a day. But in general, what I did earlier, I was eating lunch, I don't know, pasta or something, maybe with meat, without meat. It depends. I'm not really a promoter of eating meat all the time, but I'm also not a vegetarian. And at the evening, I would usually also like maybe eat something from lunch. If I cook too much, or also order maybe something. So I would eat 2 warm dishes, and bread for lunch, it's I believe not satisfying.
Okay, but one of the stereotypes for German people is that they eat a lot of meat, like a lot of sausages and a lot of pork and a lot of fat meat dishes with sour cabbage. And dumplings, as we do.
Okay. I cannot agree with
So how
this.
is it with the meat?
No, it's not like this.
No?
I would say it's not like this. No.
Okay, so
Not
how
in
is it?
today's not in today's world. Yeah. No, younger generation.
Okay.
I guess Germany is one of the countries where we have. I mean, basically, most of the people have the knowledge. Yeah, but it's also a personal thing. Yeah. But I believe here are so many vegetarians and vegan, like in the younger generation. So I guess it's definitely not true. For older people, can be true. For my father, he likes meat. Yeah, he used to eat it every day, not as a warm dish. It's more like a breakfast. But I think all the things that we know about health and nutrition, it played a role, and also like the feeling for the environment. So, from my friends, only a small percentage eat meat like on a daily basis, I would say.
Okay. One of the first exchanges I did was to Germany 7-8 years ago, something like that. And I remember, so it was 8 years ago. And even at that time, like we had some people who were vegan or vegetarian, I'm not sure right now.
Yeah.
In the group, we were like exchanging with, because it was like a musical school exchange. No, it was orchestra exchange. But the thing is that I was surprised because my host, she was vegan or vegetarian. I think she was vegetarian. And I went shopping with her and I was absolutely shocked or surprised by all the like vegetarian or vegan options of like sausages and like burgers and everything. We didn't have that many things like that in the Czech Republic at that time. So even at that time, it was just like 8 years ago, and I already saw like a lot of vegan and vegetarian options, and you were like, okay, that sounds like a lot of people actually ask for it, so that's why they make it.
Yeah, it is like, as I said, it's not it's a stereotype which is not present, not common anymore. Yeah, because there was quite a change in the society. Yeah. And as you said, we had really early implemented all these vegan and vegetarian options. And I mean, as you said, for older people, it is probably true. Yeah, but it's not a typical German thing.
I actually watched the Game Changers movie on
you
Netflix.
did
You
it?
recommended.
I
did. And you didn't sell it to me as well as it actually was in the end. Because
Wait,
I like when you
I said, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, you said that. And I think like the whole documentary is a bit more focused on men because it tries to like prove the point that you don't have to eat meat to gain like muscles.
And to be honest,
and apparently
then, of course,
it's like a myth that a lot of men fall into, which I didn't know because I'm not the target group, I guess. But I have to say that like it explained all the questions people might have when it comes to like becoming or not becoming a vegan. So I was really surprised, and I'm like I'm really, really sold.
The most impressive thing, I guess that there was like one really funny thing, which I will explain you now in a few minutes. But the most impressive thing was really the comparison about like the blood. If you eat like a one sandwich, one burrito, I guess it was burritos, with meat, pork, or I don't know, and without, and you see the like blood.
Pork, chicken, and beans.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah, and if you do the beans, you see, okay, it's only one meal. Yeah, all the other meals, I believe, if I remember correctly, were the same. Yeah, just one burrito with chicken or I don't know which meat, and one with beans. And then you really see how how clear the blood is from the vegetarian or vegan nutrition, and how how what's the name? Like it's really like I don't get the word now.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
like so it's shady and
you cannot see through it.
And this was a really almost shocking experience there, because of course if it's like this for all your days, you live, of course you will have problems maybe with your veins and arteries, I believe more. I don't, but I'm not really not a health expert. I'm not a medicine student.
Yeah, me neither.
So, but but you were a biologist, kind of, as well. You were really interested in biology, I believe, in the past.
At high school, though.
Yeah,
at high school,
before your IT career. So no, but
before
this was really
IT
the point. Before you did not have technical problems with your headset and microphone, when recording the
so
first
just to explain it, like I struggled a lot while setting up this podcast, and apparently it's still going to be quite bad when it comes to technical stuff, but we'll see. We'll solve that.
I think it's the first.
I have high
episode.
hopes.
I mean,
it's the first episode. It's going to get better.
Yeah, I would also say this. Yeah, everyone will take care of this fact. But this was one point which nobody, because
nobody's
nobody will
watch it.
Yeah, I see.
It's literally if someone's watching, it's gonna be like me, my best friend who I'm gonna force. I'm not even sure if you're gonna watch it. Are you gonna watch it?
Yeah, I will watch it. At least
yes.
I will have a glance, a brief look. No, of course I will watch it. No,
you will put it into the background and while doing something else. I can see that.
Yes. No, maybe. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. No, let's see.
Don't lie to me.
No, I won't. But as I said, this was like the thing, because I watched it what means quite some time, but maybe half a year ago or even a bit longer. And this was one really interesting fact, that I was taking with me with the blood, because I did not know that it has this huge impact. And then, of course, the funny thing was where they measured like I don't know like how it's called, but basically the time during your sleep you were like sexually how should I say this?
Aroused.
Oh yeah, sexually aroused, which was really funny because this was I mean it was a bit too absurd to be true for myself, because basically what they did, they had the same nutrition, and only this burrito was with beans and the other one was the meat again, and then like the one person was sexually aroused for, I don't know, let's say it's not the real number, let's say
quite long
10 minutes, let's just say, to put it in comparison, and the other one was like 40 minutes, so it was really like I don't know, quadrupled, and I said, okay, this is like
one
because
like 500% up.
Something like this, and I was like how is this? I mean, like I can just imagine, but I don't know. Like, has this then really an influence also on the sexual life? That you can last 5 times longer or something like this. I mean, of course, the numbers were like quite impressive. But I don't know if it's. I mean, it was just fun to watch. It was really fun to watch, and I guess all the participants they also felt like really funny about it. So but
they felt really uncomfortable.
Like this. I would also, to be honest. But I guess it's a good documentary, because it's not like there were also some other documentaries on Netflix. This What the Health or something like this, and this is really like absurd. The things that they say there. Like there was basically a patient, and she was like she had to live. It was framed in this position that if she eats meat, like how she did all the time, that she will die probably in 1 week, and then like after like 2 months of vegan nutrition, she had to take no tablets and pills anymore, and she took like 30 pills, like before. And this is like I mean, it's I don't know, and it's basically really framed in a way that all meat is fundamentally evil, So, and also how it is produced, it's fundamentally evil. And this is, I would say, okay, it's a good documentary if you want to get the first glance, maybe what is going not so well in society and also in the meat industry, But you have to, it's also like a bit more radical, and it forms like radical mindsets, which I'm not a fan of, to be honest. So But this game changer, I really like this documentary.
So like how much of the plant-based diet you already have? Like how much do you eat plant-based and how much meat do you eat? normally?
Okay, like meat, to be honest, real meat, if I order, like sometimes I like Indian restaurants, like,
Okay.
and when I was not having like when I'm not was not I'm tracking my weight, or want to lose weight. So when it was like for the last 4 months, I had a stable weight. So I said, okay, I can order at some point like Indian food because I really like it, and I really like this butter chicken.
Okay.
So I ate it maybe like twice a week. And now I completely I try to not order anything. Also then no Indian food. What I do is I eat a salmon. But now SEASPIRACY. This documentary. It's a really common documentary now. Of course, this is also under discussion how good this is. But not in terms of
Eating
health,
salmon.
but also of like the environmental issues that are connected
The environment
to it.
issue,
But so I would say I eat salmon like really because I really like it. I eat it like 3 times a week, I would say 3 or 4 times, mostly with a bread, like in the morning, or if I eat in the morning or in the evening. And but other than that, I don't eat any classic meat products. So like I don't know, salami or chicken or stuff. I think also despite good health reasons, for your body, it's also good environment, to save a bit more cautious about the environment, because I would say it's not harmful for a person not to eat meat. This, of course, vegan. I have a bit. I don't know. I don't know if I could personally do it, to be honest. But I think it's good that people are doing it. So but vegetarian is definitely a lifestyle where I can get used to.
But we've moved a bit from the German stereotypes.
Yeah, that's true.
So yes, so tell us how it was growing up in Germany.
I mean, on a personal level, it would be maybe too much, but maybe I'm just saying it for completeness. At school in Germany, I think it's a really it can be really tough, especially if you are different than normal people. I was always like from the very young age, I was always getting in touch with computers and stuff. So I was playing video games. I really like to do it. And when you're an adolescent, then it might be a bit of a problem. And therefore I was not really like I did not really have the best relationship to all of the other students, and but I would say not really connected to any real issues. I would say not big issues. I guess that bullying was quite a topic. Was quite a topic in our school, and there were like so many cases. And but in general, I would say, it was comfortable to get raised in Germany. So we always had what we need. So my father, he's a nurse, so he would not earn much money, and my mother was not working for a long time. So money was, of course, always a topic in our home. That's why also my parents, it was the main reason why my parents got separated, because like not about like he has to like not enough money or something. It was more about that it's always about like, don't pay this much, don't take care of this. So it was just something which finally destroyed their relationship. But besides of that, I would say, I mean, we had everything that we need. School was, teachers are really not, it's a big problem, I guess, in Germany, that teachers are not that competent, but it's connected to how they get educated, or how like
it's the same here.
Like, I mean, there should be more incentives, because a teacher earns a good salary, let's say good in terms of it's above the average, or it is the average actually, I believe, what is around the average what is paid in Germany. But I mean, if you study like economics or stuff, or business administration, yeah, like I do, and of course maybe you will be the first 2 years you will earn the same as a teacher, or maybe a bit less even, but then you can really increase the salary. And also if you're a mathematician or a physician or stuff, you know, like you have more perspectives, and also like I believe, yeah, the people are, or like the parents, like helicopter parents, you know, maybe the term. It's like yeah, it's, I believe
I
it's
think you
really
introduced
annoying.
me to that term.
Yes. So I don't know if it's a common term, at least in Germany you say it.
I
like
think
this.
it is. I just didn't know it until you told me about it.
And yeah, this is
Do you see a lot of
also,
German
I think,
parents or helicopter parents?
yes, crazy amount, because I wanted to be a teacher. Like I played with the thought to be a teacher in the first place, yeah. And I did an internship, yeah, at the school, and it was really crazy, yeah, because like yeah, there were so many parents. I had the IT classes. It was for 4th grade, so it's not really IT, but it was basically writing.
So 4th grade is like
9 years, 10 years, something like this.
9, 10 years. Okay.
Yes. And it was, of course, just like making, maybe like, I don't know, like getting introduced to Word programs, like Microsoft Office programs and stuff. And of course, it was also involved like going to the internet and maybe search for something. Like it was not really a big of a deal. And there was one parent, like, and he was so, I would not say stupid, but I would never be like him. Yeah, he was a fire worker, and I don't even know how he got the time that yeah, he could really join every trip that was planned in the class. He was being like the how is it called, like the responsible parent. Like there were always like 2 responsible parents in the class for organizing stuff, and he was like the main responsible parent. Yeah. In Germany it's like
Heard
this.
about that you have this in Germany.
Yeah, we have.
Like we have something similar, but honestly they don't really do anything. They just go into like one meeting per semester, maybe per year, and they just like vote there for the class, but they don't really do anything.
Okay,
so they're
in
not
Germany
really
it's a
involved
bit
here.
more of a duty, and no one will basically do it. It's all the time like this. Yeah, my father was it,
Okay.
like the deputy, you know, of the like main responsible parent one time, and only because like it was a silent for like 1 hour, I believe, in this get together with the parents, so he decided to do it. But it's basically just like doing administrative and organizing stuff. But this one particular parent, like he was like so enthusiastic and committed to it. And he always gave me advices on the classes, and he said, yeah, please take care, you know, there are like search engines for children. I said, okay, this is, of course, I'm not a real teacher. I was not a real teacher, and I had only like eight students, you know, yeah, people who were participating there.
Okay.
And of course I had it in one room, so I could see everything what they are doing. Yeah, and it was so annoying. Yeah, then I said, okay, this is nothing that I will do. First of all, I will have more economic benefit, yeah, like more money, more thing, and also the status of teacher are really bad, I believe. Yeah, everyone saying, yeah, look at this is a teacher, what an idiot. Like some like parents are always complaining, oh, the teacher, he cannot be like this. And yeah, I think this is a main big problem. Yeah, because like when I see backwards, maybe also like before the Second World War, yeah, at this time, the teacher, yeah, it was really responsible and a really well-known and respected position, you know, like teacher, then the preacher, yeah, in the church, and maybe, I don't know, preacher, is it not preacher? I don't know, priest, yeah, maybe like this.
I thought it's priest, but I'm not sure. Not native.
Yeah. Yeah. And then maybe what else? Bank employee, like bank director or something. These were like basically the only or like the most respected people in the town or in the village. And today it has completely changed.
Yeah. Because
They
they
had
had knowledge
authority.
where you couldn't find anywhere else. Oh, you mean the authority? I meant more like,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
also
nowadays you can like go to Google and search whatever you need and you can find valid resources. I mean, we just talked about like Netflix series.
Mhm.
You can go to
Yeah,
Netflix and
but
watch a documentary on anything you want. So nowadays it's not really that much about the knowledge the teacher has to provide. Like I feel like here in the Czech Republic, it's more like the teacher still feel like, oh, I'm gonna teach you this, this, and that, and you have to remember it, like memorize it. And I'm like,
yeah,
honestly, I just thought the other day, like I don't remember 98%
anything.
of what
Yeah,
I
yeah, of
learned
course.
at
Yeah,
high school.
of
Yeah,
course.
like I remember basic math, basic I know how to write, I know basic math, I know basic English.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
all.
no, this is
Maybe some
advanced.
biology, but
This is yeah. No, but yeah, you're
but I
right.
did learn
You're
it
right. But
myself. It was not like the educational system which would teach
yeah,
me.
yeah, this is
I don't
maybe
have
one
my English
point.
from school, so
Yeah. This is maybe one point, but yeah, on the other ones, really, I guess more authority. It was just a different time, you know, like people or like kids, yeah, if they had a bad mark, yeah, they got the teacher was angry with them. Like at some point, they beat the pupils also, but then at home, yeah, they would again, yeah, get beaten up, yeah,
yeah,
for this. Yeah. And today, of course, no
yeah,
one's beating children anymore, yeah. And today it's different, you know, like if the teacher is angry with you, yeah, then the parents will go to school and say, okay, no, my
yeah,
friend, yeah, it's my
exactly.
children, it's my kid, yeah, and it's a highly intelligent individual, yeah. It's above the mean, yeah, with in terms of intelligence, yeah, the intelligence, and you just don't see it, yeah, because how can it be bad? It's from
Yeah,
myself, and this is, I guess, the point,
yeah,
yeah. When I noticed this, because of course it was now a bit like hypocritic, you know, like this. I just like I wanted to show you how they are, but of course they are not like this. Yeah, they will just say, yeah, it's not correct
yeah.
or something like
In the
this. But
extreme scenarios.
yeah, in the extreme scenarios, it is like this, and that's when I've decided, like, no, I don't want to be a teacher.
Okay, and what did you want to teach at the first place? Like IT?
Yeah, something like this, maybe IT, math.
So what
Yeah,
you're doing now?
yeah, I'm working in the finance sector. Yeah, so it's too I would say it's too granular to talk about what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm working at the stock exchange in Germany, but we are not. Yeah, maybe just a small information. Yeah, we are not trading their stocks. It's not like the Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing. You know, it's more
Yeah, but it's
providing.
yeah.
Providing the technical infrastructure for the clients, yeah, of the markets, yeah, who are then there, of course, trading and clearing, which means like they're doing the post trading activities, the settlement of the shares and stuff, and there we are providing the infrastructure for. It's yeah, it's a section between IT and the customer, you know, like it's a functional thing where we specify, for example, certain new things that are getting implemented then by the IT. And yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's a really like a niche, I would say. Yeah, it's nothing that you hear on a daily basis. Yeah, I mean, most of the people or many people are working.
Yeah.
If they work in finance, they are working in sales, for example. Yeah, or they are working in investment banking or something like this. Yeah, or just as in a normal bank. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, also in the back office or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said that, like, your team consists of people from various cultures.
Yes.
So have
Yes,
you
yes.
experienced any like cultural problems where like people based on their culture like understood something differently or had like different work ethic or any like
no
cross-cultural issue?
for my team consisting of full-time employees, yeah, full-time, they are there on a daily basis. No, never. Like we have a girl from Uzbekistan, from Guatemala, from Italy, from Colombia, really different, yeah, but most of them are raised in Germany. Yeah, most of them. Yeah, we have only two English-speaking colleagues at my team. We have 12 people, and the 2 are only English-speaking. Yeah, so the rest is raised.
And where are they
from Italy, both from Italy.
All right.
And yeah, but I mean, because we are really closely monitoring this application process, and if it fits to the team, you know, and if I see, okay, there are too much cultural differences, yeah, if there's, for example, not being stereotypical, I mean, it has to be, yeah, but many Asian people, they tend to be really quiet, you know, really quiet, yeah, because it's their general attitude, yeah. And of course, if I have the person with the same knowledge and skills, yeah, and the one person is more open and will more fit to the team, of course, I have to choose them, not based on their their ethnicity, of course not, yeah, but because based on how they will fit into the team, yeah, and yeah, so yeah, but this was really good solved, I believe. In our team, we don't have this cultural. Maybe like one girl from Guatemala, yeah. This girl from Guatemala, she's a bit too open. For myself, for my personal experience, she's a bit too open, you know, in terms of, yeah, discussing.
She talks too much about herself?
Yes, and also like some
too much personal stuff?
Private stuff, yeah, also like, yeah, I don't know, like at some point, for example, she was saying that, yeah, can you get me some CBD, you know, like this it's a weed, like it's like weed, but it's not with the THC ingredient. Yeah, you don't get high from it. You need it you take it for sleep, better sleep and stuff. Yeah,
okay,
for calming down. It's a big industry, I believe, in Germany. And she asked me just, can you bring it? Can you because she had no car and she's living next to me, and she was like, yeah, please, can you go there and buy it for me and then give it to me? I was like, what the hell? Why is she asking me this? Like, really, like something like I would not expect from a work colleague, let's say, you know, like because it's it's not common, I would say. But,
friendly.
Yeah, I mean, in general, I would say it's not a big issue. I made one, like maybe a mistake also, yeah. When I first had this position where I was in charge or responsible for the introduction, for the application of the working students and stuff, yeah, for hiring them, I hired a Taiwanese girl, and she, like, this people there, like, or these applicants in general, yeah, which is not mean that every one of them, they have really like a perfect CV, yeah, like really, they have like so many stations in life, and they did this and this scholarship and won this contest, and we were really in need of one person, yeah, and it was my first interview that I had to do by myself, where I was leading my boss. She was not the boss there, yeah, so she had my position, and I had nothing, yeah, and now I have her position, and she's our team leader, yeah. So she was having the interviews all the time before with me together, and this time it was my first role as the leader in this small environment, let's say, with another colleague. And she was like, this was like the Taiwanese girl, yeah. She had such an impressive CV, yeah. And then the boss of my boss, yeah, like really higher person, said, yeah, it's really good CV because he also had a glance, and yeah, let's see, hopefully we can hire. So I had the perspective, yeah, okay, I need to hire this girl, yeah, because we need one. It's urgent, you know. And she was like so nervous, and you could not really understand her, yeah, that good, yeah. And then like my colleague was there also with a colleague who was really like a big heart, you know. He said, yeah, maybe I did not want to hire her, yeah. I said, no, we cannot hire her, like it's not possible, yeah, for me. He said, yeah, no, but Asian people, you know, the culture, and they will develop. And I said, okay, then we will hire her, yeah, it's okay. Like, I was influenced, yeah, by all those things before that happened, and I hired her. And it was so bad. It was really, we had to kick her out. Unfortunately, because
why was it bad? Like, because like
I will
communicate,
tell you.
or
Yeah, I will tell you now. For example, I said, okay, can you maybe can you have a look at this document? Can you read this? Yeah, I will read this. I will read this. Did you understand it? Yes. Okay. Then she did a mistake. I said, okay, did you read it carefully? Because it's, like you should know this and that. And she said, yeah. All good. And he was always like whispering like this, And then I said, yeah, okay, maybe she will just need a bit of time. And I remember back, like, of course, when something is new for you, you will maybe forget something. Of course, it's a new environment, new colleagues, but she always said, yeah, can you do this? And she said, yeah. But she never asked. Maybe when she did not know, she just did it then, instead of asking me, okay, can you explain it again?
Okay.
And then I realized, of course, and then I was asking her, I wanted to give her some nudges. I said, do you know what this stock exchange, what it is about? It's a basic question. For example, we have exchanges where derivatives, are traded or equities, And she could not answer this, even though she was 2 months working here. And it's really, you just see it once and then you understand most of the cases.
Yeah.
And I had a discussion with her and she never improved because she was never communicating with me. And this is maybe a part which now gets back to the cultural differences, that in these Asian countries, most of the people, it's just strict order. I would say, do this and this and this and this, in this and this and this time, and take care of this and this and this. And then she did it. But I don't have time for this. All the time specify. I say, do it, do some research here. Can you maybe have a look at this? Let's see. And for
so
her,
you expected more like her own, you expected her to be more like independent and like be, I don't know, thinking more of what she could bring to the table with the whole thing, and she more expected like tasks.
Yes,
Step 1, step 2, step 3.
Maybe. And then we finally decided, and it was really funny because then we had a serious talk with her. And she was like, okay, it was with my boss, who was not a boss there. So she had my old thing, my old position. And we were talking with her. And I remember how it was. Like, she was really enthusiastic. Thank you so much. And she was also, thank you that I can work here, and thanks a lot. And we said, okay, let's have a discussion. What do you feel about your work? And she was like, it's great, it's amazing. I have so much fun. And then I know I have to break her heart, but it was unfortunately, someone has to be done. And my boss, she was also like having a bit like, she was then started to care about her feelings, like that more. And she was then like being so soft to her, And then I said, and then like I had to, I know that she maybe cannot be that hard that I could, but I thought it was necessary there. And I said, but what do you think in terms of performance? What are you doing there? Do you think this is normal development? And she says, And she was there like 3 months already, And after 3 months, she said, I can also start answering calls from clients, And I said, okay, but you know that this is usually done after like 2 weeks, She was like, oh, really? And I said, and your work is not really sufficient. And you are more like, we have to do additional work because you are there, and it should not be like this. And she was so shocked. Oh no, it's a shame. And I said, no, it's not a shame. It's maybe just that you are not fit to this job. In particular, you are a good person, you're a kind person. But why are you applying for a job where especially our students have a lot of customer contact? She was not the person for this, because clients, they could not understand her. Because she was like whispering all the time, and her English was not really, she was like always like the voice was like not normal. She was like this, It was hard to understand her. And I said
I
that
was
for her, it was really a shame, you know, like she was like really going red and like, no, it's, should I just leave and go out of the room like this? And I said, no, it's not a problem. But for her culture, maybe if you say something like this, if the boss say it, then you are like damned for all time and you cannot, you are not part of the society anymore. And yeah, but then on the other hand, I have to say I did not understand it, because what she did then is she was applying for different jobs there, yeah, at a more customer-centric, customer-oriented department. And she said, yeah, I want to talk to the customer. I said, yeah, but it will not be successful. And then she got no position. We gave her time to get a new position, yeah, because it was a requirement of my boss there, yeah.
I was wondering if she was there like English speaking or German speaking. So she was English speaking. That means that she came to Germany. Yeah, so that means that she came to Germany just for work.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
For studying.
That means that
she was studying at.
Okay.
She was studying at the private university.
Yeah. I have some thoughts on this. One of them might be that the empowerment of women in the country where she's from might not be that high, sort of. So she might have feel like not that confident about the work she was doing. Not because but you said like she was making mistakes. I don't know. Then the question of like, did she understand actually what she was receiving in English? Because sometimes when, for example, what I experienced in Japan is like when the level of English is not high enough, sometimes
they just don't talk.
They might say they understand because they don't want to upset you, rather than saying, "Oh, I don't understand what you just said." So it's like they really want to make sure that, like, you know, like you feel good. So it might be part of the culture that like she just said like, yeah, I understood, and then she was really struggling. She really did her best, but she really just didn't understand the orders you gave her.
Yeah, it's true.
Unfortunately. But speaking about the women empowerment, you mentioned that like your boss is a woman. You mentioned a lot of female colleagues. When I think of Germany, which comes to my mind from like my early ages, like growing up, was like, in Germany they have like a lot of feminists and like women are empowered in Germany. Is it true? Would you say that a lot of German women are feminists?
Yeah, it's getting more and more, like the vegan stuff. Yeah, getting more and more, because it's also media attention from all the discussion and controversy in the United States. Yeah, but I would say in Germany, the equality. Yeah, okay, many Germans maybe disagree with this. Yeah, many women, because they are more feminist than I am. Like, I cannot be a feminist, but you know, like, I'm generally open-minded, I would say, with regards to that. And I would say really that we have a huge like a good equality between women and men in Germany. Of course, it's not 100% equal, but if you see all the statistics all the time, where it says men are getting in the mean, I don't know, 4,000 euros more, like in a year, yearly, for the same position, or maybe even 10,000 euros. I don't know. I really don't have the numbers for this, but I guess there is an inequality. It's most of the time easy to describe why it is like this, because many women are, for example, taking off for a few years because of childcare. We can then discuss if men should not also take childcare, for 1 year. But I mean, many women want to do this, you know, like for their own, because they want to spend time with the child, which absolutely makes sense. And for example, for us in our company is that we can get we get at some point, if you do perform high, you will get a salary raise, but you also get every year a salary raise of 2.5%. It's per default, you get it every year, salary raise. And if you then maybe leave, or like, I don't know, like be not there, you will not receive this. Probably. I'm not sure how it's how this works, because I don't have paternity leave. Basically, I did not request it, or I did not request to leave. But I can assume that it will not be granted then if you are really not there for 1 year.
So that's on the work level. And what about when it comes to relationships? What's your opinion on how men feel about German women being more feminist or more independent?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it works between German men and women?
Is this a question that you tell me? Because I guess I told you like that I once had not a relationship. It was not a relationship, but it could be a potential relationship. Yeah, with a girl, and she was really a big feminist. Like, but she was more like having this extremist view. Yeah, but just generally speaking, I would say that the problem. I mean, it can be a problem in a relationship really, because like we had some really, from my understanding, super stupid discussions about some things that are just like, it's, I mean, if you have a discussion, it's okay. Yeah, it's always good to have a discussion. Yeah, but if you have then like really a fight about this, or really argument, you argue about this, and it's just
Give
not.
an example.
I think.
Like, what did you argue about?
I mean, like in general, like we argued about like inequality and job thing, and I gave her all the explanation that I gave you now, with, for example, the experiments and the stuff, and it's based on logic. More. My arguments are based on logic there, I say, okay, there is some inequality, maybe. There are some sexist bosses, maybe. This is also true. And this is more that it's in this direction that the bosses are the men and they are sexist against the women and not vice versa. This is true. And I totally don't deny it. But if it comes to this gender pay gap in Germany, of course, it's also not true for other countries. I cannot say about this. But I think there are some huge inequalities. Also about like mostly for women, especially in Muslimic countries. Unfortunately, they don't have like, most of them, they don't have like the equality that they have here. In most of the countries, Arabic countries. But for this, like I really had I gave her all the arguments, and I really put more emphasis on how to explain it, even more than I did it here. I really special also in German, because it's, for me, it's easier to also refer to the certain sources. And of course, and I was there more familiar with the topic, because now I just do it out of my memory. I read something about the topic maybe 3 years ago, really, where I was like constant focused on this topic. And she was saying, okay. I said, does it not make sense to you? Like I said, she said, it really makes sense. I was really like, I'm shocked a bit about myself, that I did not realize it. But I still think this is not true. Totally gave you all the things. It is based on logic, and you can see it. And if you have a logical argument against it, then we can have a discussion. Maybe I'm wrong. You can also prove me wrong, or maybe you can prove the studies wrong. And she said, no, I don't have. But it doesn't need to be logical. It's just my personal feeling. And then this was what really annoyed me, because like I said, okay, you don't have a logical argument. Your arguments are based on feelings, And what was then driving me really crazy was her sister, because her sister, she was like a really like like a radical feminist, like a really radical feminist. I never met the girl in person, but because she did not want to meet me. She did not want to meet me, and I asked them, how can this be? Like, this person, she always claims like, like there's so much inequality. You should treat people equally and stuff. And her argumentation was only based on emotion, and she was not reflecting to herself. I had a discussion about this with the girl I was dating, and she was saying she would never date you, she would never meet you, because you have a car, like a good car, you know my car, and I don't have it anymore. She would never think that you're a good person because of this. I said, because why? yeah, because you're materialistic stuff. And I said, yeah, but maybe I was at this extent, I was a bit, and today I'm also maybe not a bit, yeah, still. I need to work on this, maybe, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. You can respect it or you can accept it at least. Yeah, you don't need to be like this. Yeah, it's good if you are not materialistic. I know that you are 0% materialistic, for example. Yeah, I would say for myself, I'm not.
I wouldn't say 100%. Nothing's 100%.
Yeah, nothing's 100%. But I mean, and she was like,
yeah, but when we compare me and you, then
yeah, then it's true. Then it's 0. But no, I mean, just I mean, yeah, it was basically, and then like, how can this person who preaches, yeah, that we should be all treated equally, yeah, how can she judge me that bad? And she said, yeah, she knows it sometimes. She don't know how she justifies this, yeah, because she says she's against capitalism, yeah. We can also have for the next topic we can discuss capitalism maybe, because I think it's a really interesting thing, yeah. But she was against capitalism, yeah, and she was not working, yeah, but she was getting sponsored from her mother like all the time, who is working for her, that she can have like a shared flat in Berlin, yeah, where all these hipster people and new edgy people like they are living, yeah. And I don't know, smoking weed all the time and talking about inequality and women and stuff, you know, like. And I think like this is, how can she justify this? Yeah, like living in a society, but using the means of people, yeah, who are part in this society and who support this capitalistic society for their own good. Yeah, so they are using the money from her mother basically to, I mean, she has a smartphone where she posts every day. So how is this built, the smartphone? Yeah, it's built by low-paid workers in, I don't know, China. Yeah, okay, you can accept it. You can say, okay, I will maybe try to as good as I can, yeah, but will be part of the society, so I will buy a smartphone. But she was like so extreme at one point, yeah, that she said, yeah, I will not talk to this people, yeah, this I don't know, right-wing people should die, capitalists should die, like the capitalism itself should die, you know. But her all the things that she was able to do, she was only able to do because of our society and capitalism, you know. So this was like how she justified it. Like, this is the main problem here. And yeah, and finally, then we had also, it was also some way in this in some more like this private thing, yeah, and sexual thing, you know, like where she was also complaining about things I would never complain. I never thought about that it's a problem, you know, like. And
can you give an example?
Yeah, like that. For example, I was just asking her. It was just a question. I just asked her if she takes the pill. You know, which is for me, it's not a. Yeah, I would just ask her. I mean, she like, no. Why should I take this? You can do some hormone stuff with your body. And I said, why do you feel offended? It's just normal in the society that we live, yeah, that women are doing this. Of course, there should be also maybe something for men, yeah, developed. I can agree on this, yeah, but for now there is no good equivalent, and it's not popular, yeah. So if like it's really popular, yeah, then maybe like or also she could ask me if I do it anyways, yeah, and then I could say no or yes, yeah. But I was just asking. I was not saying, yeah, take this, yeah, because I don't know. Like I did not say it. I was just asking, like normal question, like if you have like a relationship, like, you know, like you can ask. I mean, you should ask it in general, you know, like. And
I guess it depends on the setup, but if it's just on a question,
like yeah, I mean,
sometimes I just feel men can approach this in a way of like, they are almost sure you take them. So it's like, oh, you take them, right? But if it's like a general question, like, do you take them? Then I don't see personally a reason to be offended. But if the guy expects me to take it,
No, yeah, okay.
then it's
this
like
is fair enough. Yeah, but I never expected this, to be honest. Yeah, I just asked. It was like
okay, yeah,
here. Do you take this? And it was not really connected to a sexual thing that happened. It was just more like a general like. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering if you take it. It was not like
relationship.
before sex or something like this that I asked. Yeah, do you take it like this? You know, like it was more like a general question. Like if I would ask you now this question, you know, like it was not in a special setting. It was just normal question. Yeah. But
Yeah.
and then finally I
I don't know,
decided that it will not work. So just to come to a conclusion
like,
here. So
yeah. I guess sometimes it can be like if someone had like a bad experience with something, they can get like more sensitive or like oversensitive when it comes to the topic, rather than being rational.
Yeah, that's true.
I have one random question.
Okay.
Which I found when I was doing my research. Do Germans go to sauna naked?
Of course. Like naked, of course, with like.
What do you mean?
With
What do you mean? Of
like
course.
okay, like with a towel, but you only place it that you don't that all the sweat can go to the like bench, but you go there naked. Yeah. What? Yeah, it's all of course.
Nah, we go in swimsuits. We don't go naked to the sauna.
No, that's not true.
We don't.
Really? Oh,
Don't.
guys.
It's really creepy to go there naked.
No, it's not. It's not. Of course, I never go to this swimsuit. I
Right.
was in the sauna maybe like 1,000 times in my life because my gym had one. Yeah, no one goes there with swimsuit. Maybe Arabic women in Germany who lives in Germany. You know, like they go with swimsuit.
Okay.
But,
Are the
no.
saunas mixed? Like, do men and women go to the same sauna?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the last thing we said, we're gonna come back to your exchange in Prague.
Yeah, semester in Prague, how it was. Okay.
Why did you choose Prague in the first place? Because we've already mentioned quite a lot of times that Germany and Czech Republic have a lot in common when it comes to culture.
Okay.
So why did you go to Prague?
Yeah, maybe unconsciously this was the thing because my life was not like this, how it is now. Yeah, 6-7 years ago. So I would, if you would ask me again, if I could imagine like 6 years ago to travel to other countries, just for educational purposes or just to go to university, I would say you're crazy. Yeah. But when it changed slowly. And then I go to university and my English skills were really comparatively bad. Yeah. And I was not even planning to do an exchange because I was, honestly speaking, too afraid, in terms of the language. And basically, since I was not traveling a lot until then, it was really like an experience where I was a bit nervous and also scared about. But then my friend Aaron, you know him also, was pushing me and saying, let's do it. It's a good experience. And you will. After this, you will change a lot, in terms of maybe your openness also to different cultures and stuff. And which was true. I mean, I was open to cultures before, but I was not really interested in cultures, or it was basically not in my mind, in my mindset. And then when we decided, I think we made the mistake not to go at the dormitories, because this was Aaron's fault, to be honest, because he was like, he was too picky. This will be a mess. And I thought it would be much more like a cooler, like a normal exchange experience. Let's say if you go to the dormitory and take part in all of the parties. Of course, we've been to many parties and many things, but since we had to pay then more for the flat, we could also not travel that much in Europe, which is also a sad thing. But in general, I would say it was a really, really great experience. So I learned a lot of people to get to know. I really got also in contact with different cultural experiences, especially the days that we spent with the Italian guys. It was so stereotypical. I've never seen something more stereotypical than this, where basically the guys needed like all each of them needed like 1 hour to get ready for like just going out and drink some wine. Yeah, so it was like 1 hour and 30 minutes. I don't know. It was just crazy. It was really crazy. And they had the huge bags for just 2 days of traveling. They had the bag like I will take now when I go travel now, like in 5 days maybe. I will take this bag, and they took it basically for 2 outfits. Of course, they had their 10 outfits in, but they would then choose only 2 for 2 days. And it was like really a fun experience. I also got to know many cool people there. Even though I would say if I would do it now, it would be like even better, because I was of course shy to have to get connected to the people because of also the comparatively big language barrier. But and also I believe that my friend Aaron, unfortunately I have to say this, hopefully never listen to this podcast like this. He has also like
I will send it to him.
Sometimes maybe very I don't know. I don't know to how to say it. The word it does not come to my mind. He has very specific thoughts about people. He's really judgmental, like super judgmental in some regards. And that's also that's also maybe the problem why we did not spend with our time with that many different persons who I would definitely spend, because I don't care if someone, I don't know, like is doing this or that or behaving like this in general, like if it fits to the group, And we would have been a lot of more like taking only alcohol, of course, like if I would only be there without him. So it would be of course cool, but I mean in general it was really like from an education perspective as well, like cultural experience, it was really great. So I would strongly advise each one of you to spend an exchange semester in Prague. And to get back to your question, maybe I've chosen Prague because there are like I've been to Prague before, so this was one thing. One of the less countries that one of the few countries that I visited. There it was like a known environment, even though I was like, I don't know, 13 or something like this when I visited it. And I thought it's near to Germany, which was good that in case of an emergency, whatever, I can come home. It was not really expensive compared to United States or northern countries, like Norway or something like this, because like I needed to get sponsored there by my parents, and as I mentioned before, like they're not really like wealthy or something like this. So it was also a requirement from my father that I cannot, or like, please don't go to the US. I mean, somehow he would have managed it maybe, because it was also Erasmus supported, not US. I mean Prague. So what else do you want to know?
Well, what if you compare the university in Prague and the university in Germany, like the systems, especially when it comes to exams, for example?
I think
because like in Germany you have really interesting setup.
And maybe I can just explain. Setup in Germany is usually for this economics thing. I mean, it can be different, but then it's more like social sciences, for example, something like this, or purely mathematical stuff. But I think for this mathematical stuff, it's almost the same. But maybe social science differs. So we have one exam, and we don't have like many midterms or something. In fact, we don't have midterms, let's say, generally speaking. And we don't really have like houseworks or homeworks that we have to do. And in Prague, or in Czech Republic in general, is it like that you have maybe one or even two midterms, or one early term, let's say midterm and end term or something like this, and you will
it almost feels like high school.
Collect points all over the time, and then you basically need to get the points for and to not to fail. You just need a few points in at some points, a few points in the exam, but I guess also it's something that you have to have more than 50% or something. This can be also kept like this. But I think in general, it's better in terms of for the mind of the students, because in Germany we have one exam and that's it. Yeah, and basically you
have
study
them in 1 week.
We also have them in 1 week. Yeah, and it's really like your mind is get blown. Yeah, your brain is like porridge.
I would not survive that.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I'm happy I can like take the courses like and choose when to have them.
Yes.
Really flexible.
Yeah, this is like I loved about Prague and Czech Republic. You know, you are really more flexible, which is of course more effort. In Germany, it's most efficient for the professors. Yeah, they just do one thing in 1 week, they are done. So they don't have corrected things 3 times. You know, is it efficient in terms of really learning the things? I would say no, because you just learn everything and then you forget it basically most. But if you learn it through the semester, you will also go it at the end. In the end term, you will also repeat everything again. Maybe some questions are also repeated in some form, you know. And this I would say this is better in Czech Republic. Yeah. But on the other hand, it's really hard if you want to be. Yeah, but you don't know the difference, you know. Like I know both, so for you it's always.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
And
but I think we had something quite similar in Norway, though.
Okay.
When I was in exchange in Norway, like we had like usually each like subject had like 1 midterm. And then final exam, which is still less than what we have in Prague.
Yeah, okay. It's a bit of the mean, yeah. But like I think one thing which is better in Germany for the people who really want to perform like best as possible is that if you perform, like if you get the best grade, you have the best grade. And in Prague, you have to be consistently performing, like you cannot lose points, because like even if you lose 2 points or 3 points at each test, which is then like would be like the best grade if you only watch at this test, but in summary, you will then receive a not so good grade, or not the best, So for these people, who are really trying to high perform or outperform all others, it's maybe better the concept in Germany. But in general, I would rather stick to the Czech concept there.
I mean, I have a friend who's really in the top of the grades in like all of her classes. Now she, thanks to that, can go on exchange to New Zealand, which I can't because my grades suck. At least you have something if you work really hard.
But I mean, you are basically did some other cool projects and
Yeah. Totally.
So you should not be sad about this.
I'm not, but I want to go to New Zealand though. But I'll get there anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
From all the things we talk about, what would be one thing you would want people to know about Germany? Something you would want to demystify?
Okay. Most of it maybe it's not something that we discussed about, but for many people or for many European countries and also not European countries, Germany is all the time described as a heaven, you know, in terms of economy and money and equality and stuff, and that everything is good there. But recent times, especially recent times in the pandemic, has shown that our system, which is like a federalistic system, I don't know if it's the English term, it's not really efficient when it comes to a global pandemic. Generally, I would say that most of the people, like also like from Europe, but also not from Europe, like maybe Eastern countries or something like this, say that Germany is like a heaven for I don't know, for the future, like economic wise and also like from the people and stuff. But I would say it can be the case, and it's a good country to live. You don't have any big obstacles here, but especially due to pandemic times, my mind has changed a bit, because the politics are like quite acting or reacting slowly in terms of like what to do and how to solve this issue. And I also think that there are some other countries in Europe, which are economic-wise on the same page, like Netherlands, the Nordic countries and stuff. So Germany is cool. No ways. I would not say it's a bad country to live. But in terms of like beautiful, like how beautiful the cities are, for example, I could also recommend Prague, like quite more in Europe terms, that I would say. I mean, like, it's true. And also, like, maybe I have traveled to some countries in Europe, and I think, like, Germany is really not something special in terms of the landscape and maybe the Alps. They are quite cool, but you also have it in different other Europe countries. And I think it's cool, but often people are saying, wow, you're from Germany, you must be rich, you must be this and that, but they disregard that, for example, the Netherlands are in general like even richer than Germans and stuff, like, and it's just like this, that's I think the common misconception about the German people or German in general.
Thank you very much for listening, guys. Please remember that all opinions expressed in this episode are based on personal experience and do not represent everyone. If you want to learn more about cultures or you're curious about some behind-the-scenes material, check out the Instagram account @crossculturally. All recommendations mentioned in this episode can be found in the description. Have an amazing day or night, and see you very soon in the next episode. Bye bye.